Let's move on now to the Dallas Cowboys in our key player series. And the Cowboys made a lot of moves in the offseason, but one that really stuck out to us, and we think he's going to be an absolute X factor for this team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, is their trade for receiver Brandin Cooks. But before we break down why we feel like he's going to be the main player on the success of the Dallas Cowboys in the 2023 season. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell to get notified when Ryan and I release new Cowboys content. We have a lot more videos scheduled throughout the preseason and also regular season, which include weekly predictions for the Cowboys. So if you want to see those predictions, get our insight, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notified. And Ryan,
let's do it.
Why is, of all the acquisitions the Cowboys made, of all the changes, and also of all the really kind of star players on the Cowboys team, why is Brandin Cooks the one that you feel is the guy that is going to be a real kind of make or break type player when it comes to the success for the Cowboys?
So he's a real field stretcher, right? And I think you look at what he does really, really well, and he beats people off the line of scrimmage playing that outside role, and he brings safeties further back from the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. And that's just going to give CeeDee Lamb and this tight end group more room to operate over the middle and really allow the Cowboys to kind of play the type of ball that they want to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and then I think you couple that with the offensive line and the run game. It's just going to open things up for them more because they're going to be facing lighter boxes. And again, safeties are going to be further away from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, as last year was progressing, you kind of saw that maybe Michael Gallup hadn't fully recovered from his ACL tear. So maybe he can continue his recovery and can rebound and can be that number 2 guy to go alongside CeeDee Lamb. But I think this gives, at minimum, gives them insurance on like, okay, we got a solid number 2. We all know how good Brandin Cooks has been. What's the stat that you told me he's got?
He's played 9 years in the league. He has 7 1,000-yard seasons and 6 different quarterbacks or something like that.
I think that goes to show the level of consistency and also just the level of talent that he has. That any system with any team, against any defense, he's going to be able to put up points against you. And if there's anything that Dak Prescott needs, is just a reliable target to throw to. He also needs to become more reliable, to say the least. But I think if he knows consistently, like, hey, on a go-to play, Brandin Cooks is going to be the guy on a quick slant or on a 10-yard hitch route or 10-yard in route or whatever. He knows, like, this guy's going to be able to create space. I think that's going to be huge for him and maybe some of the accuracy concerns that comes with Dak Prescott. And so I think that's what he brings, as well as what you talked about with CeeDee Lamb. Because CeeDee Lamb is the guy that this whole offense kind of runs through, the main, not facilitator. What's the opposite word of that? I'm blanking on that. Or the main contributor to the yardage and the points. I know, I was brain fart. But Brandin Cooks, though, is definitely going to be that good Y. He's going to be that good other guy, especially if Michael Gallup doesn't recover. They've moved on from Noah Brown. So I think that this acquisition was probably one of the more underrated ones. I think that a lot of people didn't talk about nearly as much. But I think this puts the Cowboys in that discussion of like being the number 1 seed overall, I think, in the NFC and winning.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, I think you look at that defense as well. Like, that defense, while points-wise might not be like top 5 in the league, in sacks and turnovers generated, I think that they're going to be right at the top with everyone. But to be fair, to explain my point, Dan Quinn runs that defense where they're very opportunistic, right? They're going to give up. They're going to give up a big play to take a big play, and so that's just kind of the style of it. But anyways, so I think Brandin Cooks in this offense gives them a real home run threat on any play, and that I think is going to work really well with how the Cowboys like to play. So, but
it was a great addition. I think he's going to have another 1,000-yard year. To be honest,
definitely. So, let's go ahead and wrap up the Dallas Cowboys and Brandin Cooks breakout. I guess it's not a breakout because he's like a 9-year vet, but key player video there. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment down below what you think of the Brandin Cooks acquisition. You think he's going to be really good for the Cowboys? Do you think he's washed up? Let us know down below. And other than that, we'll see you guys next time.